Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Clips channel. Have you ever been scared? Well, man, I don't know about you, but I get real scared sometimes, and I think there might be some beasties out there. There might be some supernatural beasties and ghosties and ghoulies that might be out there trying to take my gold and my blood, and they're trying to take my status in life away from me. And I think that we need to learn how to spot these things. So today we're going to take a look at 3 different TikToks that teach us how to be better ghost hunters. Teaches us how to be better ghost hunters, better looking at spirits, better at finding what spirits look like and how spirits interact with the world in many different ways, shapes, and forms. I'm Goose. Thank you for hanging out. And if you want to check out the main channel, please feel free. If you like supporting this kind of creation of content, then please feel free to drop me a sub and a like and all that kind of stuff, and get to looking at some of the videos about ghosties and goblins and ghouls. Won't you? All right, so first up, it looks like what we have here is a part 2 of a larger overall story. However, in the beginning of this, he does kind of give a little bit of a recap of what was going on. It's pretty straightforward. He's been haunted by a poltergeist, a spirit, a specter of some sort, and we're going to get the lowdown about what has happened to him in the time since he has moved houses, as they say in the U.S.K.
Hey, we are sick and tired of whatever's going on in this house. We are leaving. We've decided to move. Movers are here. They've wrapped everything up. We are packing out, and hopefully that's the end of it.
All right, so clearly you've decided to move out because there is a spirit, a specter, a poltergeist haunting your house, and you don't know what to do with it. Chances are you haven't done enough smudge sticking. Chances are you haven't done enough EVP. Clearly you haven't done enough devil writing or whatever, spirit writing, spirit boxing. You haven't done enough spirit boxing. You know, I'm going to tell you that maybe you didn't do enough. Maybe you didn't do enough, and now you're leaving, and so you're essentially just giving up here. Now, I don't want to be a naysayer here, but what a lot of people do if they want to fake ghost videos, which, what a scummy thing to do, okay? So, like, don't be doing that, okay, guys? Just don't go out and do that. Don't go faking ghost videos. I know this guy's not fake because he's already had to move because of all of this difficulty that he's been experiencing with these ghosts. So, you know, it really grinds my gears when I see people who make fake videos who would just tell their family to hide in another room and then make a big commotion as if to pass it off like a ghost. How dare these people, you know? Certainly not this video. Of course they wouldn't do that in this video. Right, so I don't know if you guys caught that, but what he heard was footsteps following him down into the basement, which were almost imperceptible or different from the footsteps that he himself was making. So either he has a very good sense of balance and is able to tap his foot enough on the steps that he's on that it makes it sound like a descending footstep, or he has a family member very close by who is making a very convincing footstep sound that he is then catching on video. I'm not saying he's lying or that this is fake. So I don't know how many of y'all have ever moved before, but it doesn't look like this when you put stuff into a room. Chances are he just got really tired of arranging this in order for it to be some kind of a convincing setup, and he just threw boxes everywhere. This is not, they're all just on their sides, so I don't know why you would have just a bunch of full moving boxes sitting on their sides. In a basement, I guess? A basement that's finished, it's furnished, or it's got, you know, a lot of furniture down there, so I'm not sure why you would set things up like this, but it's thoroughly unconvincing. It doesn't lend any credence to the idea that there's actually a ghost down there.
There's no way, dude.
You could hear a voice that is clearly like either his wife or his kids. It's one of those. It's like someone who's like getting ready for something, right? They're otherwise very quiet, but you could then audibly hear some voice confirming something. And of course you hear some playing outside, but I would guess that either they set it up so that there's a scream and then a noise against the glass door, but it's just a glass door. You might have just like thrown a ball against it or something. Like, it really is not that that convincing. Again, I'm losing faith. I'm losing faith that this is a real video, okay? And then something falls over. I don't think that that's suspicious or indicative of anything.
No. Nope. Not this again.
It looks like that roof is slanted, which means that there's another staircase directly above, most likely. And that means that anyone who wants to make a convincing enough ghost running up and down the stairs would probably just have a small child running up and down the stairs. Or this guy is so stupid, so incredibly moronic, that he's made a series of videos, an entire TikTok channel that is somehow capturing, accidentally, his family just living their life, you know? And that scream was just their family, like, playing around, and like they knocked a ball into the sliding glass door and it freaked him out and he's like, holy fuck. Or it could just be that like a kid is like running up and down the stairs, like because they're like, that's their playtime, or they're just wanting to like go into a room that's upstairs and then go into a room that's downstairs, just by nature of existing, perhaps. But none of this is convincing me that there's any ghostly activity. No. So I thought this was about a paranormal poltergeist, specter, spiteful spirit or something. I thought that's what we were dealing with here, but I guess not.
Oh my gosh.
So all in all, I'd say that this is a thoroughly unconvincing piece of media that does not convince me that ghosts exist. 2 out of 10. Next up, we got a video that was sent in to us, and by sent in to us, I mean a video that I looked up on TikTok in my feed that actually just came to me incidentally. This is depicting a woman who's talking about a man who's talking to a ghost. Deception or paranormal encounter? I pronounced that really weirdly. Let's find out, shall we?
Y'all, this man, he called his boss asking him, why didn't y'all tell me they had a new employee, right?
Mm-hmm.
He constantly looking back.
Which totally isn't one of the most commonly told phrases when a ghost story is told round the campfire when it comes to ghostly encounters with coworkers. You guys didn't tell me you had a new employee. You guys didn't tell me you had a new janitor. You guys didn't tell me you had a new student. You guys didn't tell me, etc., so on and so forth, just so they can reveal, no, my sister died 30 years ago. You couldn't have seen her. She couldn't have ridden in your car, sir. Of course not. Which doesn't necessarily lend credibility to this. It actually kind of makes me believe it a little less, but let's find out.
Body, right? Just is creepy.
Also, not to mention the fact that it's on a channel called The Dark Archives. There's absolutely no way that this could ever be faked. How dare you, sir? I rebuke you.
Look, having a whole conversation with somebody, right? Saying that somebody came and he dapping that person off and everything. Now see, look, y'all see when he dapped them off? Look what happened. He dapped them off. You see that shot?
Absolutely, because no one could ever mime a dap. No one ever could mime a dap. Ever. You only do that with another person. Nobody's ever done that before solo. It's impossible.
And then the shadow goes over here and he pulling the chair out for him. He sweat.
Yeah, definitely a shadow. Definitely not compression. Definitely not pixel artifacts. Absolutely.
What a god, he sat there and had a whole conversation with this person.
Yeah, you know, nobody's ever set up a fake interaction between two living things before, let alone a living thing and an invisible thing. Nobody's ever set anything like that up before, ever. People are entirely too honest. How dare anyone ever suggest that anyone would ever do something like that? That's never been a thing. You can't just sit there talking to air, all right? People would think you were mad.
Moved over, talking to him and everything. Y'all better protect yourselves. Whatever that was, took advantage of him.
Took advantage of him? He was talking to nothing. You know that people can just speak into the air. Well, hello, invisible entity who I don't see right now. How are you doing today? Oh, you want a dap? Okay, yeah, awesome. Thanks, bro. Come on. I thought we were looking at real ghost videos here. I thought I was real ghost hunting, okay? I thought these were ghosts that I was real hunting. Can we get back to the ghosts? Can we get back to spirituality, to the real horrors of the hidden world? 3 out of 10.
At around 10 p.m., two sisters returned home to
Okay.
pick up something that one of
10
them
p.m.
needs.
All right, so 10 p.m. Sisters have returned home to pick up something that they've needed. We got a hook where I'm pulled in. I have been hooked. Consider me hooked.
Hurry up.
Okay, now this, on initial inspection, it looks pretty scary. It looks like there's a moment of tension. It looks like someone's scared. It looks like there's a heightened level of stress between these sisters. Gosh darn it, it may be real. It may be something real. We don't know. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not. Let's find out.
According to Pink Nemesis, who sent me this video,
Okay, little loss of credibility for the name Pink Nemesis, but I'll let you cook, brother.
her little sister needed to pack some clothes for a sleepover that she was running late to. But just moments before coming inside, they noticed something rather unusual on the sidewalk across from their house.
Okay, so you're late, you're in a hurry, but you decide to instead take a tangent and go investigate something, but do go ahead.
Apparently, they had found a shopping cart filled with creepy-looking dolls.
Right, so walk up to it and take a look inside. That sounds like a great choice to make.
Curious, they check out the cart for a quick minute.
I like the stock photo of a shopping cart. That really helps me get immersed in the narrative here.
Before immediately rushing to the house to get what they came for. But during this footage, which was caught on their doorbell camera, they record something completely unexpected. This is what
Here we go. Unexpected. We're about to hit the mother load here, guys. We're about to hit the mother load.
they caught.
Okay, so you're across the street, and for some reason, the mic is picking you up real well. The mic is picking you up supremely well. This is a very good mic that you have attached to this Blink camera right now. It is insanely good. It was able to isolate your voice from like 50 feet away. That's cool.
Hurry up. Ready back.
I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if that's honestly a thing. That might actually be a thing, that Blink cameras are so sophisticated, the microphone or whatever, that it can like pick something up from across the street. I would want to get one in that case, because that's like, you know, ultimate culpability for criminals. Porch pirates, specifically. We had a rash of that during Christmas. Understandably, I guess.
We just need to go in there. Hurry up.
Oh shit, what was that? It sounded like something fell or something struck something. Only time will tell.
Shut up. Hurry up.
Okay, so it's a real person. So this is a real creepy person, an actual person, a human being. First of all, why the fuck would you leave the door open? Like, if this isn't staged, you got some real stupid daughters there, parents. You got some real fucking dumb kids. You got some dumbass fucking kids. These real dumb fucking kids. Just leave the door open to what appears to be a good house. A nice house, a fancy house with like adornments and like fancy mirrors and shit. I've seen that shit at fucking West Elm. I've seen that goddamn mirror before. Okay, so potentially a homeless person, potentially a serial killer. We have not determined that yet, so let's find out.
I don't go to your house and mess with your shit, so don't mess with mine.
Clearly a homeless person who they have just ruined ruined some kind of possession or something from their weird poking around. The setup of this was totally not correct anyway. Like that's absolutely not correct. They were not like in a hurry to go somewhere. They were fucking around with some homeless person's bullshit. Or it might not even be a homeless person. It might even just be a collector, some creepy lady who just like collects dolls and puts them in shopping carts. Either way, that's her own fucking right to do as a red-blooded American. And if it's a homeless person, then okay, they might be experiencing some kind of a mental distress or something. You don't know. And I certainly wouldn't be walking in casually after they like throw something near me and then like not closing the door. You got some real stupid daughters, real stupid fucking kids there. Real stupid fucking kids. But it ends without incident. The person just walks out. All right? Oh, now you decide to close the door. Real smart decision. You're not late at all. The person could have murdered your families by now. And you just now decided to close the door. My word. I don't know what I have eagle eye vision, and I'm not fucking sure what that arrow is trying to indicate, but there is nothing there. You guys, anyone who watches TikToks, you just gotta be aware of compression. Compression is a thing that can make footage look real funky and like not consistent, but it really is just compression. It's like pixels and artifacts and stuff. It's all gotta just catch up with each other's data streams and shit.
Belonged to this lady. For this reason, she walked.
Yeah, see, so it's not like just weird antique dolls. It's like this actual like sophisticated like marionette looking thing that they might have actually broken. Like, and in that case, this a little crazy person, a little bit of a crazy, but a little bit of a strange, aloof vibe to them. Understandably upset in this case. Those things, if you've ever like touched the world of collecting dolls, those things can be really expensive.
Yells at them for touching her stuff.
Yep.
Some of which are pretty creepy, but there's something else in this footage that's just as unsettling, and it happens during the time she's inside. On the hallway floor, a black shadow.
Holy shit! Holy shit! This very real and totally not animated shadow that has now leaked into the rest of the house shows that there was a dark spirit descending upon them. Praise the Lord Jesus Christo! We found a freaking god.
Like figure darts across. It's hard to make out what this is since it moves quickly, but whatever it might have been,
It totally doesn't just look painted on with After Effects.
it seems to have no distinct outline.
Don't you ever come at me saying that this is fake.
It just seems to be a black mask.
And then a random still of a black figure, totally related and relevant.
However, it appears not once, but twice on this property.
No. That's nothing. That's a second and a half of nothing. I'm not sure why you think there's something there. That's not even a compression artifact. You just put an arrow there pointing to fucking nothing.
On the second time it appears,
Oh my god! Is this Bambi with this level of rotoscoping? All you did was slap the black blob onto existing footage. That's all you did. It's not substantive. It's not evidence. Jesus! You got some stupid fucking kids there for leaving that door open. Let me tell you though, that is a real scary encounter.
it's seen running across the front yard. Now, Pink says that she has seen this figure before outside her home on multiple occasions at night. She initially thought it was just a black.
You mean the homeless person? Because I'd believe that. I would not believe that you've seen a shadow blob consistently in a dark fucking space where there's a ton of other shadows with any kind of validity. I'm not gonna believe that.
Cat scurrying away, given that she often leaves out food for stray
Yeah,
cat.
we gotta make sure that the viewers know that there's a cat, that they thought that it was a cat, and so we gotta make sure that people know what a cat is, and we gotta make sure that people know what cats look like eating. Okay, just to inform people. This is just informative and educational.
She was thinking this was just one of them, but seeing this footage, perhaps something.
You know, it's not like if you put food out for cats, they're not gonna show up. You know, they will show up. They'll show up and they'll scurry away if you try to intimidate them in any way. But also, After Effects is a thing.
Else was captured. Now she has yet to share this footage elsewhere.
And it's bad too. That's not good After Effects. I could do that. And I'm not an expert, okay? At much at all. We'll go 5 out of 10 on this one just because it was a story wrapped within a story, and that's kind of cool narratively, but no proof yet of Ghost's existence. Anywho, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed these clips, if you enjoyed the commentary, please drop a like and a sub and all that kind of stuff. It really helps out. Check out the main channel if you'd like. Check out the other channel where I talk about comic books and movies and stuff. I got new videos coming out there too. It's a Crazy Goose cavalcade, okay? Don't you want to be a part of that? Don't you want to be a part of that? I certainly want to be a part of that. Anyways, thank you guys very much. Have a great day and go drink some water. Hug a loved one, all right? Go enjoy the rest of the day. I don't know how much is left in it and where you are, but do so.